everybody, and welcome to Casual Conversation here on a Friday on HBC Channel 25. I'm Justin Barrientos, and don't adjust your television sets. We're on the Sports Buzz set because we have a sports guest here today. We have Luke and Murphy Jensen, who are here to talk about the benefit for Anna Menagerie that's coming up this weekend here in Winona. Thanks, guys, for joining us today.
Good to be here.
I guess one of the first questions that people might ask is, how did you guys get involved in a benefit here in Winona?
Well, we played professional tennis for over 17 years, traveling around the world and doing different types of events, charities, ranging from Lyme disease to cystic fibrosis, SIDS, and we grew up with pets around and coming to a town very similar to the one we grew up in Michigan, small town with a big heart, and trying to do something good like raising money for Anna Menagerie, dogs and cats that have problems that different places can't afford. And this would be a great opportunity to build a house for these pets.
Okay. You're going to be doing some clinics for both youth and adults. So what can we expect from a Jensen Brothers tennis clinic?
Well, tomorrow we're going to start with the Munchkins at 8 o'clock in the morning. So they'll be up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. They're going to be running a lot, doing a lot of push-ups and sit-ups. We're going to, whip them into
push-ups. That's no good.
Well,
Not for the kids?
We want these kids to be playing the U.S. Open one day.
Okay.
And nothing short of that. There are too many Russians in the game with Maria Sharapova and Kornikova and
Anastasia Miskina.
Good call, Justin.
Yeah.
Miskina, yeah. French Open champ.
So I think, there's room for some Winona champions here.
And you guys know all about the French Open, the champions there, winners of the '93 French Open.
We call it the Freedom Open now.
Okay.
We don't get into the whole French thing, the whole, international relations. We don't want to get anyone upset. It's a UN mandate. But basically, we were going to be working with adults and we're going to be working with juniors and basically teach them the fundamentals of the game where they can go out there. And tennis is difficult because you just try to keep a rally, and it seems like a lot of players pick up the balls most of the time rather than hitting the balls back and forth. So getting the racket back, watching the ball, teaching them ground strokes, volleys, and having a good attitude, and working well with your partner. Teamwork is everything.
You're going to teach the teamwork to the kids?
Absolutely. Look what my brother did to my eye here. I don't know if you can get a close-up on this. At the U.S. Open this year, I missed an easy overhead. It cost us $500,000, but so he just clocked me. I don't think that's good teamwork.
That wasn't good teamwork, but it really set the tone because we learned from our mistakes.
Yeah, so did I. I still, look, it's still swollen.
It's still swollen, I see that.
Is there a doctor in the house?
Maybe across the street or something.
Okay.
We can get that looked at. Let's talk about the way that you guys play tennis. Some of the media have called it rock and roll tennis. We actually have some video that we can show of the exhibition that you had up at the XL Energy Center. You guys are wearing your Michigan jerseys. You had a football helmet on. One of you had the football helmet on.
Yeah, we played with the football helmet.
Look at
that's it. 742. 742.
We actually won that match against the Gophers, and there's not only do we have the exhibition or the clinics going on, but we also are going to be playing an exhibition with this guy named Whipple who's calling us out saying they're going to take us down.
Craig
Mr.
Gordon
Sharman,
and Kevin Whipple,
Yeah, Whipple, I mean, he's what is it? I mean, he squeezes Charmin all day.
He's a Whipple.
Look at his hands, very delicate.
Yes.
So we're going to bring with a lot of power. But the biggest thing is we play with energy, and it's a game. So many people look at professional sports and they take it too serious. They're making money, but it's still a game. I played and my brother plays because we love it at this level and even when we started.
And this is a fundraiser for Anna Menagerie. There's going to be a silent live auction. You guys brought some autographed items?
We have actually the actual outfit, 2 actual outfits from Andy Roddick. He basically got off the court, dropped his gear, and we got it. So we haven't washed it or anything. We have actual outfits from Venus Williams that were set up for, that she designed by Reebok for the U.S. Open. So those 2 great items. And then tickets to next year's U.S. Open are going to be on the block. So lots of cool items.
Some NFL footballs.
That's right, absolutely. Yeah, Philip Buchanan, who plays for the Raiders, #1 draft pick. He's has an NFL football, an actual NFL football signed, and Quentin Jammer plays for the San Diego Chargers. The cheeseheads are going to be disappointed because all the Brett Favre stuff is gone.
Okay.
And of course, all the Randy Moss stuff is still in jail. So outside of that, we have some good stuff.
All right, let's talk a little bit about that U.S. Open package. You guys are actually going to be the chaperones for the winners at the 2005 U.S. Open.
Yeah, we're going to try to get into the women's locker room. Sharapova's down there. Just get an interview, some of those in-depth
For all you
stuff.
fellas out there that really want an in-depth look at what it's like to be a woman on the tour.
That's right, behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes with Sharapova. But no, it's going to be Labor Day weekend, Super Saturday weekend, which is basically the round of 16 and quarterfinals of the U.S. Open. You get the bulk of the matches, day and night for 4 days.
Yeah, I mean, for instance, this year we had Agassi, Serena Williams, Andy Roddick, Roger Federer, who's won 3 Grand Slams this year, all playing on that weekend. We're going to take you around, obviously, Arthur Ashe Stadium, which is the largest tennis stadium in the world. Right. Louis Armstrong Stadium, which was the former stadium at the U.S. Open, is right next door, and give you a kind of a behind-the-scenes look at the U.S. Open through the players' eyes.
Yeah, so people can get into the players' lounge and see everything that's
Well, Murphy can't go in the players' lounge because of that incident a couple of years back, but I'll be able to get you back there.
Okay. If people are interested in meeting you, there's going to be something happening later on tonight at
the Wilkie.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Wilkie's happening.
Yeah.
Yep. They're going to fire up the engines in that old Wilkie and take a tour and get the smoke, coming out of the
You guys know
town.
that's not a real boat, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's
on the water.
It's just a museum. It doesn't float.
I used to float. We're going to be floating tonight. You saw the rainbow yesterday, the double rainbow. Yeah. That means the Wilkie will ride again.
The Wilkie rides again.
All right, and maybe talk a little bit more about Anna Menagerie, who you're raising all the money for.
No Kill Hospice. Valerie and Joni were the co-founders that invited us to come here last year, and it's just a great cause. I mean, we grew up with 20 dogs, and had there been no place for them to go, a place like this is a perfect place for people that can't care for their animals, and that's where they're raising the money to build a home for these animals.
And we're fairly close. We just really want to continue to promote, obviously, tennis and raise money for this great cause. I mean, obviously, pets, dogs, and cats need a home, too. If it wasn't for a hospice like this, Murphy wouldn't be with us today.
It's true. It's true. It's true. So come out to the Wilkie.
Yes.
Tonight.
Bring your money.
Yes.
And just dump it in a basket, or give it to me, and I'll make sure it goes to the right place.
Okay, and if anybody wants more information about Anna Menagerie, you can call 452-7177, and they'll get you all hooked up with that. Well, thank you guys.
All right, Justin, thank you, buddy.
Today.
Excellent.
And are you guys going to be back next year?
Well, I hope so. We raise money.
Yeah.
If we don't raise money, we're down. So come on, bring us back.
Yeah, we want to see you guys back here.
That'd be great. Thanks so much, Justin.
All right, thank you very much. And that's going to wrap up Casual Conversation for today. A reminder, if you want to join us here for Casual Conversation, if you have an event you'd like to promote, call us at 453-5318, and we'll set up a date and time for you to join us. And Wayne Valentine will be back right after this.
Good job, buddy. Good job.